EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's see what you got.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Murray now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
49, check 49, check 49.
To Johnson again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Andy Isabella was the intended target. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check, 43. Watch the slack, watch the slack.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 3, check 3. 21, 21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Down right around the 25. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Murray now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Roberts has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Murray with a 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the counter, here's Coleman. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
March 43. March 43. Exit. White. 43.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he finds his man Johnson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Murray now. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
13.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. 180. Let's go.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. 43's the mic. 43.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. On first down, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
21. Here we go again. 5. 43 is the mic.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
43's the mic. Tackles. I got you.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Lucky. Tight dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run the counter. It's Coleman, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it. Check 99. Check 99.
2nd down, McKinnon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
he's got daylight. 30, 10, for touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 91 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They will run again with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
On first down, Coleman. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You can't block me. Man, 23 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, alert.
Now a toss coming right side. McKinnon, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Joker, 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 Joker.
On third down, here's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tackle there by George Odom. To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Murray now to throw, and able to find Kirk complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Slack 80! 58, come on. Yo.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Z, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 41, Mike 41. You got nothing to do.
First down, Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major